Yep. You guys see it. You see it on the screen, if you know what I mean. Hit that like button. Come on in. Emergency live stream. Yeah, emergency stream, man. We had to immediately talk about this because the big fish finally returns. Hit that like button for your boys. Come on in. You're catching the replay. Make sure you hit that like button. We gonna talk about Errol, the true big fish Spence Jr. And is this an excuse? Because a lot of people seem to believe this is an excuse. What's up, Cerebral? Bud go stop Canelo. Salute. Mexican Savage. Salute. Skinny Too Litty. Salute. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Yeah. We gonna wait a few minutes before we chop this up. Errol Spence also had a little video. This is his first time kind of saying anything about the fight. Pretty much since after it happened. He just said he was back 2 days ago. Now it is. Oh, hold up. I heard that he had like a video of him hitting a bag or something. You know, he had a video of him hitting the bag, but he's back. But look at him already, right? We gonna wait till some more people get in the building before we get this stream going. We may not be too long because this is somewhat of an emergency live stream, but you know how we do. Errol seemed to have left a little excuse out there.
I need y'all to get the likes up, man. Get the likes up. Smash the like button. We have 350 people and 90 fucking 5 likes.
Yeah. But yeah, let's see here, man, because Errol Spence, bro, he tripping. He's like the Derrick Rose of boxing. Talented, good, but always fucking hurt. There's always something. Derrick Rose of boxing. Hold on, wait till some more people get in here before we really get to cooking. He said, Bud, the real eye. Oh, man, Bud, real eye collector out here, man. All this eye collector talk. And it seemed like literally everything that was said backfired on him, bro. The eye collecting, now his eye damn near got collected. You know what I'm saying? Everything damn near backfired on him, man. I don't even know if the rematch is gonna happen, Miguel. At this point, I don't see this shit happen. How long he gonna be sitting out? He had cataract surgery. Yeah, Derrick Rose of box. You know what I'm talking about. Bud go stop Canelo. You from the Chi-Town area. You know what I'm talking about. Always fucking hurt. Yeah, man. I'm gonna wait till about 40 people get in here, and then we go get this thing going, man. Y'all hit that like button for your boy, man. Make sure you hit that like button. Feel generous. Donate to the dojo. I don't think the rematch happens either, man. I don't think it's gonna happen now at this point. I mean, how much longer we gonna be sitting around waiting for this for the injury-prone fighter, man? This to not say it disrespectfully. He's pretty injury-prone. He seems to be very injury-prone at this point. Cataracts, all this shit, bro. We heard so many different things. Bro. His girl drugged him, this, that, bro. We heard everything. Salute to Mr. Gumbo, a.k.a. Hot Grease, for the super chat. He said, refresh the super chat. Salute, man. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it, man. Mr. Gumbo, a.k.a. Hot Grease, man. Yeah, look. Oh, man. This guy, man. Errol Spence, bro. And they claim Bud is holding a rematch up. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, we go talk. Wait till 40 people in. We almost there. Man. I know this is kind of random, but we got to talk about it. This is insane, bro. Because this rematch was supposed to happen by April. I mean, not April. I'm sorry, February. Remember, we heard, oh well, it's supposed to be going down in February. Nah, man, this shit ain't about to happen. This shit ain't about to happen at all, bro. But let me just go ahead and get started. But Errol Spence today on Instagram, about a couple of hours ago, actually, posted this.
It started pouring out of nowhere. Is that nice?
Yeah.
Okay. And when you drop me off the wrong person.
It started pouring
pouring out of nowhere.
So that's what Errol Spence posted earlier, right? And of course, the reaction from fans was that of, what the hell, right? The initial reaction, like, what the hell is going on? What happened to your eye now? And then Spence reacts by saying this, had to get cataract surgery. It's been past due. Shit was covering my eye. Why you think I got hit with so many jabs and hooks? Still a great fight by bro, though. I mean, still a great performance by bro. So Errol Spence kind of threw, I guess you could say, an excuse out there, right? Michael Benson says Errol Spence had cataract surgery today, which he says has been overdue, right? So, I mean, he pretty much came out and said he didn't say nothing about no altitude or anything like that. He said the reason why I was getting hit so damn much is because something was covering my damn eye. My cataracts was messing up and I need to get high. I don't know what the hell is going on. But that's what Spence said. Bud, the real eye collector out here, man. You know what I'm saying? Bud, the real eye collector out here, man. He collecting eyes and man, it's a wrap, bro. It's a wrap. He in a wheelchair. I mean, they do that in the hospital. When you go to the hospital for anything, they automatically, that's like protocol. They put you in a wheelchair and shit. You could be perfectly fine, but they'll still put you in a wheelchair. But I mean, that eye is gonna be a problem, bro. It's gonna be a problem, regardless of who he fights, whether it's Crawford or anybody else. That's gonna be a problem. And basically, it was an excuse. Now, you know me, I'm not about to knock these guys for their excuses and shit, but a lot of boxing fans will. This is an excuse. I don't think it would have mattered regardless, bro. We heard so many different things. He could have had a third's eye. He could have had a bird's eye, and he would have still lost that motherfucking fight. It don't matter, bro. That's why I kind of wanted it to happen again, because all these little excuses came flying in. All these excuses. Now I just want to see it happen again. So now, you can pull an Antonio Tarver. What's your excuse now? All this shit. Do it again then. But I don't know if it's going to happen anytime soon. I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. He says southpaw stance will be the left eye, not the right. I'm not quite sure if it's mirrored or anything like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? It could be mirrored to where it really is his left eye. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the hell. Whatever the case, he got a patch on his eye again. That's the first thing I saw. When I got on the internet, I seen Spence with a patch on his eye. I'm like, what the again? What happened? I'm thinking it happened in training again. But now he comes out and pretty much lays it down, because last time, everybody assumed that he got whooped on in sparring, which pretty much was the case. The little Pacquiao dude was beating up on him, and that botched the fight against Pacquiao. But this time, he came out and addressed it right away. Said, look, man, this is something that's been blinding me. Why you think I was getting hit with? I mean, you was going to get hit with that shit anyway. I think you was going to get hit with it anyway. It's not like you really move your head like that. It's not like you a super defensive fighter and anything. You go put the high guard up. You would have got hit by that shit anyway, bro. You just was outclassed, really. He was just simply outclassed, man. I don't know if Bud wants Boots belt, man. I think I was thinking that too, Cerebral. Bud should just go ahead and go out the boots now, but I don't know, man. He probably already, been chilling and ready for 54 now. His body probably ready for 54 now, by now. He said, remember how Spence clowned Mikey for saying he was sick when he fought him? Everything always, yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying, GK. Everything always comes back in full circle, man. And it seemed like everything that was said kind of backfired on Spence, dude. Everything kind of backfired. Everything, one-sided beat down to just everything. You know what I'm saying? Just everything backfired on him. He was damn near the B-side in the fight. He got beat up like a B-side. I mean, damn. Yeah, Mr. Get It Done. That was the big selling point with Spence early on, is that he beat up on Floyd. That he beat up on Floyd Mayweather. So that kind of really, really catapulted Errol Spence's career, so to speak. Because he was the guy that was from Big Texas. He was stopping dudes and he beat up on Floyd. He said clown Danny for saying he had mental issues. I mean, shit, man. I don't even know if Spence, if it's not that bad of a surgery. I mean, I wouldn't want to have no kind of eye surgery. You know what I'm saying? Anything with my eye, I just don't want to know. You know what I'm saying? And then when you a fighter or some shit, or you're an athlete, you got to deal with your eyes. It's risky business. What Mike Jones said? He said, "Aha, Bud don't got no credit. Nan, nanny, boo boo." Mike Jones, why you in here hating, man? He said, "Bud don't get no credit." Mike Jones was looking for this and was waiting for this. This is what Mike Jones was waiting for. He's waiting for Errol Spence to come out with something. Now he got something. Now they gonna run with it like it ain't nothing. Yeah, Bud, what's up, D Lucky? I see you in the building. Yeah, Bud just beat him up, man. Like I said, bro, it was a one-sided beatdown. It wasn't nothing that Spence could have done. It wasn't a situation where he's winning and then his eye got hurt and then he couldn't see no more. It wasn't nothing like that. It wasn't a situation where he was actually fatigued in the fight, where he was tired and couldn't throw punches like that no more. None of that shit, bro. He thoroughly got beat up to the point where Harvey Doc had to save him from himself. No excuses is going to change that beatdown. That's right, Vegas Dev. No excuses, man. No excuses. That was a lopsided beatdown. It's not like it was going Spence way, and then out of nowhere it just went Crawford way. Nah, hell no. It was fucking pillar to post. He said it would have been worse if Spence put up a better fight. Damn near. D Lucky. Damn near. The harder he fought, harder Crawford would have fought. He said, did Errol Spence get his eye surgery in a Terence Crawford for Spence fight? How did Errol Spence pass his medical eye test before? Yeah, that's a good question, dude. Really good question. That's a good question. Like they check all that shit. So if it's something that's been bothering him before the fight, maybe he just lied to the doctors and said he could see. I'm just saying, maybe he acted like he could see. You know what I'm saying? Or just guessed it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the hell the test they did. I'm not sure how they do eye tests these days, but I don't know how he got past that shit. I don't know how he would have got past that. He sure wasn't getting past those punches regardless, though, because Spencer's not necessarily a defensive fighter. And he ain't even been in there with nobody there with the reach or hand speed or puncher power like Crawford. With those three combinations. He's just never been in there with nobody like Bud before. Or nobody that's even close that can emulate that. He just hasn't been in there with nobody like that. But Spence did come out and drop off a little excuse, though. That's for sure. That's for sure. He did drop off an excuse. Yeah, that's right. 7 months later, new excuses are emerging. That's right. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button for your boy, man.
I need y'all to get the likes up, man. Get the likes up. Smash the like button. We have 350 people and 90 fucking 5 likes.
Yeah. So that's what Spence came out and said. Now, has Crawford reacted to this? I'm not sure yet. Let me see if Bud gonna say something to this. Bud may or may not say nothing about this one. And if he do, it will be a little bit later on. Yeah, he ain't say nothing as yet. He may say something later, though. And I don't know. At this point, I mean, I don't even know if the fight's gonna happen. Errol Spence seems to be a pretty injury-prone fighter. I don't even know what to really say at this point. I don't even know if it would be in his best interest to even go through with the rematch. And then he posted the video. He could have kept it low key, right? Maybe Ellie Seckbagger had somebody there to kind of on some paparazzi type shit, but he didn't necessarily didn't even have to let everybody know this. But he let everybody know this for a reason. Maybe he let everybody know this for a reason. Yeah, this is why I lost for real. Because I couldn't see. That's why I was getting hit with jabs and hooks all night. Yeah, you thought you was getting hit with that much shit because you didn't know what the hell was going on in there. You didn't know what was going on. You said he said that I ain't messed up. He said that's promotion to help give the fight meaning for a rematch. That's what it's. Yeah, I mean that could be the play. Give him hope for a rematch. Give the people hope or his fans hope. Like, oh yeah, this is why I lost y'all. Knowing damn well he getting there and lose again. Similar or worse fashion. I don't think he's gonna do any better. I didn't see a fighter that could have did any better against a fighter that he was up against. I just didn't see that. Unless Crawford got old or a huge slippage happens overnight, I don't see that happening, bro. He said, the fighter y'all criticize, keep y'all page alive. Errol Spence fans, hey, look, don't get mad at me. He came out and said this shit. He came out and said this. Don't get mad at me. You come out and address these excuses. I'm telling you what he said. I don't care about the excuses. It is what it is. Maybe he couldn't fucking see. You know what I'm saying? But to the mass majority of people, this shit go look like some excuses. But it also could be a way to add more fuel to the potential rematch. I don't care either way. I don't know if it's necessarily a good idea to go through with that rematch again, but hey, especially when you the Derrick Rose of boxing, always hurting shit. He said LT better not come back around. I think LT be on a new account, man. I think LT has a new account. You said, why did he remove the caption from his Instagram story? What caption? That caption right there? Oh, so he actually removed that, but it was already caught by the world. See, because he know like, oh shit, damn, that could look like an excuse. Ah, damn it, they already got it. Let me remove the residue and some of the evidence. What they got is what they got. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that comes off as an excuse by him saying, why you think I was getting hit by jabs and shit all night? He really didn't have to post the video at all. If it wasn't that big of a deal, right? Like a little minor surgery and then nothing that's going to hinder his career, he really didn't have to post it. But he posted it probably because he's been surfing the internet behind the scenes like he says he does. He sees what everybody says. He's probably, what's up, Spence? He said he watches these videos and shit. So he probably seen what people been saying. Now he kind of said something, but then he put his foot in his mouth a little bit, but like, oh shit, damn, this is like a fucking excuse. Let me go ahead and delete this. Because that's what it looks like to a lot of people, bro. It looks like an excuse now. Me personally, I don't care because I don't think it would have mattered regardless. Whether you had Cyclops visors on, whether you was omnipotent, I don't think it would have mattered, bro. I don't think it would have mattered. That Crawford that night, I don't think nobody would have beat him. You say you got faith in the truth will bounce back. I mean, I hope he can bounce back. But man, this ain't looking promising. It just don't look promising, bro. He said, y'all send Spence Porch. That YouTube check ain't what you think. And salute to Errol fucking Spence. He ain't got nothing to say, but they start talking about other shit outside of boxing and other stuff when it hurts too much. I'm not even punching hard and it's hurting too much. Right? This is what they do, man. They deflect and reflect. He said, yeah, man, I've been saying it for years. Crawford just a bad fight for dude, bro. He said Bud will have to take a stay busy fight. I think so. Take a stay busy fight or something. Take a stay busy fight because ain't no telling how long this go take. This could take probably another 6 months before he could, maybe 3 or something. I don't know how this eye shit work, bro. But it probably go take about 6 months for him to really get back things going again. It's probably gonna take about 6 months. And that's gonna be more time for him off. Him not training. You know what I'm saying? You say you would like to see Spence. Yeah, I do too. I would like to see Spence at 154 against some other names. Really, the smart move, if Spence ain't looking to cash out, would be to go to 54 and fight some lesser guys, get some shit going and get some momentum going, and then potentially see Crawford again possibly before the year out, maybe early 2025, if Crawford don't feel like he's too old. But that's best case scenario for Spence. How much fight do Spence got left in him? Because Crawford beat a lot of fight out of him. Not to mention the years off, the accidents, and all this other stuff. How much fight do he got left in him? He said beat the brakes off Ortiz. Ortiz got a gift knockout. That was probably one of the worst stoppages in boxing history from Tony Weeks. He came out explaining himself and shit and said that dude had an aneurysm or something. I'm like, man, no, he didn't. Dude wasn't even getting hit for real. Like, that was a real bad stoppage. You said Bud need to beat up on Boots. Oh, yeah, Kyle Ente is mad. He said, this is a coat over your mouth. Yeah, you mad, man. It's okay, Kyle. We'll see you later. He said Bud needs to beat up on Boots. I think so, too. That's the first thing that came to mind when I heard this news. When I first saw it, I said, he might as well go ahead and fight Boots. Go ahead and fight Boots, man. Spence versus Lubin, I don't think that's a good idea, GK. I don't know about that one. I think somebody lesser than that, man. And I ain't saying Lubin's a lesser fighter. I think Lubin's one of the top guys at 154 right now, but somebody less than that. Honestly. Somebody less than that. Somebody that's not punching like that. Somebody that's not really cracking like that. I do agree Spence probably do need a tune-up. He probably do need a tune-up. Honestly, a lot of these fighters be needing tune-ups, y'all. A lot of these fighters probably lose because they've been inactive so long. Then they get in the ring with a guy that had 3 or 4 fights. Going into that fight, they got some momentum behind them. They got some of that fire up under their ass. Meanwhile, you've been under some silk sheets for the past 2 years. Right? Living like a king, eating good and shit, chilling, not knowing when you fighting again. Not really in the gym like you should be. And then you got a fight coming up. Now you playing catch up. This guy's been fighting, been in training camps. Right? So, I mean, inactivity is a fighter's biggest threat, in my opinion, is inactivity. But fans can be critical. Guys like Keith Thurman, who always talking tune-ups, he may have had a point when he talked these tune-ups. However, a lot of this time of him being off is his own fault. Because there's hundreds of fighters in the welterweight division that line up to fight Keith Thurman. Guess what? He don't want to fight nobody, so he'll just sit out. Then when he come back, he'll need a tune-up. You say, I watched Karen versus Boots, and Boots can't F with Bud. He'll get stopped for sure. I want to see it. The sooner the better for Bud, though. The sooner the better. The longer it takes, the worse the better for Boots. The longer it takes for that fight to potentially be made. Because Boots is going to get better. He ain't going to get no worse. There's no way Boots going to get worse. He's only going to get better. Crawford, how much better is he going to get? until he starts to slip, like his speed and his reflexes and stuff like that. So, yeah, the sooner the better for Bud if he's going to hop on Jerron Boots Ennis. Because I don't know if this Spence thing is going to be even. I don't know about this Spence fight at this point, man. You say you think Spence needs 2 or 3 tune-ups, damn near, but we don't got that kind of time. Bud plans on retiring relatively soon. Probably 1-2 fights left in Crawford. Spence and probably something else significant. Boots will probably be a last-ditch option if he can't get Canelo or nobody like that. Yeah, Bud trying to get out of boxing. He ain't trying to stick around too long. He could try to get these meaningful fights and then get up out the way. You said PBC is up to something. Crawford versus. What you talking about? Yeah, Spence. Yeah, that's a good question, G-Man. That's another thing that came to my mind when I heard this. Like, why he wait this long to get this damn surgery, bro? Like, why would you wait that long? You should have got that shit like damn near right after the fight. But then it would have looked like he got his ass fucked up by Bud and shit. So maybe he didn't want that. Or maybe it was a situation the way he kind of was pushing it off and shit. Like, you know, us guys don't like to go to the doctor. I know I don't. I hate going to the doctor, a hospital for any fucking thing. So it's probably, you know, he probably something he pushed off and shit. But then again, shit, if it was really that serious, he should have got it fixed before the damn fight. But I don't think it was a problem before the fight, bro. I don't think a lot of this stuff was a problem. None of this stuff was a problem. Crawford was chinny. He was too small. He ain't fought nobody and all this shit before the fight. Now, oh, well, the accident, the neurological problems, his nervous system, his eye, his acclimation, his legs, his girl drugged him. He was high. Crawford had padding in his gloves. He had loaded gloves. Spiked water. Come on, man. Come on, man. Salute to DL87 for the super chase. That Spence got that Kano cybernetic laser eye upgrade to beat the werewolf from Omaha, Nebraska. That's right. He got to get the fucking Kano eye and shit. Shooting lasers and shit in the ring and shit, man. Like, his eyes damn near weak as the Brits, man. Are you sure you Jamaican American? Because your eyes starting to look like a Brit's eye, man. Them Brits dudes' eyes man, they got some brittle eyes over there in Britain. He said, give EJ Avaresian. Give him Avaresian, bro. Give him Avaresian. Let's see what happens. Let's see how it plays. I love to see those type of fights. Let's see how it happens. Let Spence fight Avaresian. Yeah, give him that. Let him fight Avaresian. Let's see how Spence handles Avaresian. Let's see if Spence stops him in a similar, same, or better fashion than Terence Crawford. Let's see it. Hell yeah. Put Spence in there with David Avaresian. Let's see if he runs David out of the ring. Or if Spence going to be gun shy to throw punches against a puncher like David Avaresian. We don't know if Spence going to be gun shy now. We don't know what type of effect that fight had on him. He may be scared to pull the fucking trigger now. Spence needs a softer touch than Avaresian, in my opinion. But give him Avaresian, though. Only reason why I say that, because Avaresian can fucking punch. And unless Spence is lightning quick and his defense is on point, he's going to get hit somewhere throughout the fight. And how will he react? How will he react? Man, Spence been through a fucking lot, bro. Y'all trying to get this dude killed. Eye surgeries, car accidents, flipped out of a Ferrari. You know what I'm saying? Flipped out of a whole Ferrari. Y'all trying to get in. He went in there with Crawford, which is equally as bad. He damn near as bad as it was damn near as bad as the accident, the fight with Crawford. You said Avaresian might beat Spence. I'm telling you. You don't want to pick wrong now. You do not want to pick wrong. Yeah, you do not want to pick wrong, man. You don't pick wrong at all. So a safe approach would be, and a lucrative approach would be just rematch Crawford. Because he can get up in there with somebody and they can just get the one up off on him. You know what I'm saying? They can get up off on him. And then that'd be even worse than losing to Crawford twice. That'd be worse than losing to Crawford twice. Losing to somebody you're supposed to beat. Yeah. He said, "On my life, you will not stop me." G-Man, everything that he said, bro, literally backfired on him. Everything he was talking literally happened to him and shit. It's crazy. The eye stuff, the eye collector, that Bud damn near collected his eye. Little do we know. Crazy. You said, can Derek James make any improvements in Spence's game plan? Is a real question. That's the real question, bro, GK. That's the real question. Can DJ make any improvements in Spence's game is the real question. Like I said, man, I think they're going to need some help, bro. They're going to need some help. Errol Spence mastered everything, mastered Derek James' style. He damn near better than Derek James. He damn near fight better than Derek James did at his own style. But what more could Derek James teach him at this point? What could Derek James add to Errol Spence that'll help him deal with a guy like Crawford? Yeah, he's too prideful, AJ. He's too prideful. Derek James has a lot of pride, but he has to know that he's in there not only with one of the best fighters of this generation, but then he got one of the best teams too in Team Bomac and them. He's going against 3 different coaches, right? Bomac and them world-class coaches. He's going against 3 of them. Not to mention Crawford is a fighter who damn near don't even need a corner. So, yeah, you go, it's 2 against like 5, bro. It's 2 against 5. Maybe if you want to count Spence that, it's 3 against like 5 dudes, man. Come on. Spence going to have to learn some shit and learn it fast and be able to add it to his game. A game that he's been using for his whole life as a fighter. I'm sure he's been pretty straightforward fighter his whole life. So it'd be crazy to see Spence up in there styling and profiling and turn to a crafty fighter overnight. Shit like that don't happen overnight. You don't turn into a crafty fighter overnight. That's some shit that happens over years and with experience, bro. I don't know if Spence can turn crafty overnight. I think that'll give Crawford problems. Craftiness will give Crawford some problems. But Spence ain't crafty. He's not, bro. He's a straightforward, seek and destroy fighter with a good jab and really, really good motor on him. He says Spence needs to train for Crawford to prepare for Crawford. Oh shit, D Lucky, that was funny, bro. Yeah, man. That's right, GK. That style is too ingrained in him. It's just grit won't beat Bud. You need more than grit. You're gonna need grit to beat him, but you're gonna need more than grit to beat him. You're gonna need more than grit. You're gonna need a little bit of everything, I think, to beat Crawford. Experience too. Because he's gonna constantly be adjusting and changing up the, you know what I'm saying? And if you're a guy that can keep up with him, he's gonna constantly be adjusting. Are you gonna be able to keep up with his adjustment levels? It's a lot of shit comes with fighting Bud Crawford, bro. That's why I said Boots Ennis will get beat if you fight Bud, because Boots Ennis don't got the experience yet. He got the talent and shit, the power, the speed, and everything else, but I don't think he got the experience yet. I think Bud will beat him and stop him. Bud is craftier, more experienced. And Bud, it's a lot of fucking little shit, man. I don't really want to get into detail. I don't want to get into detail. It's a lot of little shit that Crawford does, bro. There's a lot of little stuff, like the speed of his punches. He'll slow it up on you. Then go fast out of nowhere. Like he did with Averizian. He had Averizian thinking they was going at a certain tempo, then out of nowhere, zoom, zing, lightning quick. I haven't seen Boots do that yet, but shit like that comes with experience. changing up the speed of your punches. You 1 minute you going a certain slow speed, kind of slow. Then like you lightning quick, you can't even see it. Lomachenko does that pretty good too. Like in the between punches and shit. It's experience, man. A lot of this shit comes with experience. And this is why I've been saying for a while, man. Did Errol Spence, was it enough going into the Crawford fight, man? Did they match him up right with the right guys? Just because they put him in there with dudes that was seen as lucrative fights, was it the best fight for him going into a fight with a killer like Crawford? Nah, man, it wasn't. Because while Crawford, like I said many times before, while he may not have fought all these marquee names, he fought a lot of strong, solid guys. Big, tall, small, long, strong. A lot of different dudes with different styles. So that ingrained in his brain. I've been there, seen there, done that, been in there with this type of dude before. All that shit matters, bro. You said John Ennis is a way better fighter than Spence. Bruce Ennis is looking promising. He's going up against Mario Barrios, I heard, by the way. Can't wait to see that, man. I'm a big fan of Barrios, man. I hope he does well. I don't think he's going to win, but I hope he does well, man. I like Barrios. I'm a big fan. But Boots is a whole different animal, man. John Boots Ennis is a different animal. I don't know. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see how Boots improves and how he looks. You said Errol fought Keith Thurman's leftovers. You said Teddy Ellis can help. Yeah, I think Teddy can help Spence. But Spence isn't gonna go with anyone like Teddy. I think Teddy could help him. Teddy could definitely help him. I mean, Spence needs some help, bro. If Spence plans to have at least 2 or 3 more fights, he's gonna Derrick James. I know he's not gonna lead Derrick James, but they're gonna have to bring somebody else in. They're gonna have to bring somebody else in, bro. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That straightforward style, ABC 1, 2, 3. You best believe Bomac Bud and everybody seen that shit millions of times. Everything Spence does, seen it millions of times. He's gonna have to do something different and be efficient at it in a relatively short period of time. I don't know if that could happen. Boots and Barrios should be good long as you said Barrios is a C-level fighter. I like Barrios, man. I like Barrios. I don't really, he's a warrior to me. You know what I'm saying? He fights every fucking body too. You know what I'm saying? You gotta put respect on Barrios' name, man. Because you got divas like Ryan, Bud Go Stop Canelo, your boy Ryan, who, come on, man, who gets all this clout and shit and ain't even won a world title, and he got a loss. But you got Barrios, who's a true Mexican warrior, a true La Raza, who was a world champion, maybe secondary, whatever, but he was a world champion, had a belt, and he was undefeated at one point and doing his thing out here. And he's fighting some of the best, toughest fighters. I ain't trying to hear it, man. Can't give you that one, Bud Go Stop Canelo. You my boy. Can't give you that one. Barrios is a warrior, man. I give Barrios a B-. I give him a B-. He's a B- fighter. Because we've seen worse. Barrios look good, man. He got a lot of heart, a lot of grit. He showed improvements at 147, man, under Bob Santos. With Bob Santos, he looks a lot better with Bob Santos than he did with Virgil Hunter. Trying to box. Nah, man, you need to bring out that Aztec warrior spirit. And he's been fighting better since. he's been fighting better since. You said Barrios is a good warm-up for EJ. Yeah. Oh, that's that new stuff. Yeah, his only losses to Keith and Tank, man. Only losses to Keith and Tank. And Tank had him dehydrated. And he was actually winning in that fight against Tank until his dehydration gave in. Yeah, that's right. Tank dehydrated Barrios. And Barrios said, you know what, let me get this payday on my way up. He said, I worry for Spence. If they have the rematch during the build-up, this gives me piss Bud off. Yeah, man. He don't want to piss Bud off. Bud respects Spence. You know what I'm saying? But Bud, you don't want to piss Bud off either. You don't want to piss him off, man. You don't want to turn it because you don't want him to you don't want him to outdo what he did already. That shit was a nightmare. You want somebody that's go come in there worse than what he did already on July 29th, bro? Somebody that's punching like that, that's doing all that, you want to don't piss him off now. Yeah, Barrio was winning, then he got smoked. You said Barrios is slightly better than Vita. Boost needs to move up next year. Yeah, we gonna see, man. I think, like I said, I don't expect Barrios to win the fight. I just like Barrios. You know what I'm saying? He's one of those fighters I just like Barrios, man. I like Ishmael Barrosos too. I like that guy. I like the old man. Like I like the Donna Stevenson. Like I like them weird. I like odd fighters a lot of people don't like. And I like punchers too. Dudes is just punching. If you notice, I like just punchers. Even though you know I'm all about the technique, I just like punchers too, though. Wilder, Adonis, these dudes is just cracking. He said, Shido, watch Rod Tang versus Super League fight on One Championship, one of the greatest types. What? Oh, I gotta see it. I'm gonna definitely watch it. I forgot they had a fight coming up. Oh, don't tell me who won. Don't tell me who won. I kind of could imagine how it played out because Rod Tang is like, he's literally like Iron Man. You know what I'm saying? But I can imagine how that fight played out. He said Bud was stuttering to say Ugas' name after he beat him. Yeah, after he beat Ugas. Hey, Rolly needs to give him a rematch, man. Ishmael Barrosos, he's getting some fans behind him. Everybody call him the old man, old school, and he's running with it. He's running with it. He's 40 years old, but he looks closer to 50, but we'll just give him the 40 just so he can stay fighting. Because he's out here doing his fucking thing. He wasn't supposed to beat Horrod Davies. Horrod Davies actually came out and said, I'll laugh if this dude beats me. And guess what? He beat him in the first round. Was it the first round? Whatever the case, he got stopped by the old man. That's what I said, man. I tell people on social media all the time, outside of this YouTube stuff, don't be picking fights with these fucking OGs and shit, bro. Don't do it. You get embarrassed by the old man. These old dudes are cracking. They're not like the old dudes from the 40s and 50s. These old dudes today still got some spunk and they still got some fire in them. They will knock your ass the fuck out. Young guys in your 20s and late teens, do not mess with these dudes that's in their 40s, 50s, or even 60s in some cases. They will knock you the fuck out. Don't mess with them. It's an embarrassment, and these dudes are still strong as shit. Leave the OGs alone. I don't mess with the OGs. I respect the OGs. I don't mess with the OGs. Ishmael Barrosos, he's 40, but it's hard to even say he's 40 because I'm damn near 40. And I look way younger than him. So that guy's got to be 50. He got to be close to his 50s. But that goes to show you, man, that you can still get out there and do it. Shit, look at B-Hop. He was 50 years old fighting at a world-class level. Some people can do it, some can't. You said hopefully Kambosos beats Loma and Rolly beats Ryan. I like Loma, man. I don't want Loma to lose to Kambosos. I like Cambo too, but I don't want him to lose against I don't want Loma to lose against him. I'm a Loma fan, man, despite all the criticism that he get from a lot of the brothers. I like Lomachenko, man. He's a warrior to me because guess what? Lomachenko is really a featherweight type fighter. He's not even really supposed to be a lightweight for real. Lomachenko is not even supposed to be a lightweight for real, bro. He's a smaller man. He's a small man. He's supposed to be down there with Christopher Colbert and them at 130. But he's been at 135 doing his thing for a long time, fighting much bigger guys. You know what I'm saying? So Lomachenko, that's my guy, man. That's my guy. Now, was he robbed against Dev? I don't know, man. I'm a fan of both. I stay out of that one. I stay out of that one, man. I stay out of that one. It should be a rematch. It should have been a rematch, but Dev can't make the weight no more. And Loma can't fight at 140. He's way too small. Yeah, that's a good question, Tommy Renifo. That's what we talked about a little earlier. Why didn't Spence get the surgery right after the fight? You know, that's what everybody was asking. Why didn't he get the surgery right after the fight?
I need y'all to get the likes up, man. Get the likes up. Smash the like button. We have 350 people and 90 fucking 5 likes.
Yeah, Loma. I mean, yeah, he ain't supposed to be even be really fighting those dudes like that. You know what I'm saying? So I can't shit on Loma and then praise Tank. Because to me, Loma's doing shit that Tank ain't even done, or fight some of the best guys in the weight class. Tank hasn't even done that. So for me being a fan, I'm not really don't dislike nobody in boxing. So I can't shit on Loma. Despite them trying to push him because he's the white guy and all that stuff, I can't let that take away the fact that I see a extremely talented fucking fighter with a very unique style. I'm a fan of his style too. I like his style. It's very unique. You'll never see anything like it. So this is my Loma rant. He said, Blood F Spence eye up, man. And Spence is also now came out with an excuse that he apparently has now since deleted. He got rid of this little caption under it, I guess. And now that's just what it is. He just got rid of the caption. So, because like most people going to see it as an excuse. They're not going to see it as him, Yeah, I don't know why you got timed out, man. I don't really have problems in the chat like that. I don't think nobody in the mods was shooting nobody down, nothing either. I didn't see nothing crazy in the chat. Yeah, he said Loma soft to the body. Yeah, that's his weakness. Usyk is too, man. If you notice, pay attention. Certain nationality or demographic of fighters seem to have certain weaknesses. I don't know. I'm gonna pay a little bit more attention. But I see like the British dudes be having weak eye bones. The Ukrainian fighters seem to have weak bellies. I don't know yet. My theory is just something I noticed, but I gotta pay a little bit more attention. Just some crazy shit. He said we don't want to hear that Loma got robbed crap. Nah, Loma didn't get. Nah, man, that was a really good fight. Now, if Loma fought Dev at 140, oh man, that would have been a horrible fight for him. But it was somewhat of an even playing field because Devin was kind of drained, and Loma was the smaller guy. So it was an even playing field when you look at it. Yeah, some Rondo. I don't really have problems with people in the chat. I don't. But yeah, you guys, man, just a random live stream. Shit, man, Errol Spence. I don't know what he's gonna do. I don't know if he's gonna hop right into a fight with Crawford or what Spence is gonna do. But whatever the case, man, he came out today and had to let everybody know that he had a cataract surgery, and that was the reason. That was the reason why that he lost against Terence Crawford. Yeah, yeah. Keisha Cole, daddy is Virgil Hunter, bro. Yeah. For those who don't know, yeah, I found that out about a few years ago. Virgil Hunter found out that was his daughter. Like he didn't even know. You know what? I still keep with the UFC. Not really, bro. The UFC, I'm kind of on the outside looking in, and from what I'm looking at, it seems like they're struggling right now. The loss of Adesanya was bad for them. Adesanya, they needed that. They needed the. Strange enough, they needed the Nigerian guy from New Zealand to really win that fight, bro. Because the good old American boy, Sean Strickland, he just ain't cutting it for him. And then they don't got nobody else right now that's moving the needle. Sean O'Malley, he's not really just moving the needle like a Conor McGregor. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure there's a lot of fighters. UFC is in a remarketing building phase right now. It seems like. John Jones is out. You know what I'm saying? So they got to kind of make some shit happen. It seems like UFC is going to be going on a little downslide for a little bit until they figure shit out. Yeah, losing Ngannou was huge. He's one of the biggest draws in combat sports. He's one of the biggest names, I should say. Losing him was huge, bro. They shouldn't have lost him. UFC got a bad habit of letting fighters go and then kicking them on their way out too. So they said some fucked up shit to the very humble, nice Ngannou. Ngannou probably said, nah, man, I'm boxing now. I'm making way more money. I'm never coming back to this. I ain't got to get kicked in the head no more, get kicked in the legs, kicked in the stomach, kneed in the... Nah, none of that. Yeah, Izzy lost bad, bro. But I think Adesanya, bro, I hate to say it, we'll have to see his next fight. But I think he might be burnt out, bro. Think about how many fights Izzy got in total. In total, how many fights this dude got? And when you watch this fight with Strickland, it didn't seem like he was outclassed or not. It just seemed like he just wasn't into the fight. And I've seen many fighters, champion fighters, fight like that. Like they just wasn't in the fight no more. Like they just didn't want to be there. They just like they wasn't getting thoroughly dominated. They was losing, but it just seemed like they just wasn't really there to win either. Like they just wasn't fighting back. I don't know, man. Izzy probably needs some time off. That's probably why he's taking his time off. He's probably burnt the fuck out. And he's been very active as a UFC fighter, bro. Very active. Very active. Probably one of the most active combat sports fighters, especially at that level. So, yeah, he's probably burnt out too, man. No excuses. You know what I'm saying? Sean Strickland did his thing. The dude could he could throw some hands. I like to see him in the boxing ring fighting some of these guys. But, yeah, Sean Strickland got the one up on him, but they can't market the guy like that. Oh, you said Conor fighting Chandler? Chandler's going to smoke him. Chandler just been fighting, man. Conor he's far removed from fighting, bro. As good as a fighter Conor is, and probably naturally good fighter, just could fight. There's a difference between dudes that's actually out here competing. You know what I'm saying? Going through the training camps. Conor's been living the life, bro. Better than any of these hungry MMA fighters. He's living like a boxer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The Alex fight, bro. The Alex Pereira fight was like the last, like, you know what I'm saying? The fight to get really hungry and motivated for. You know what I'm saying? And now Pereira wants to fight him again, but Pereira talking about moving up to heavyweight. See, this is what the UFC is doing right now because they don't have no options. They trying to make a heavyweight fight between that new guy, Tom. I don't even know who he is. He came out of nowhere, but he seems to be good. They're trying to make a fight with him and Pereira. He'll be a 3-weight champion in the UFC in less than like 10 fights, bro. If Pereira can beat the guy. Alex Pereira is one of the best fighters, in my opinion, of this generation, though, overall. When we talking combat sports in general, you got to put Pereira in there. Even though he lost to Adesanya and shit, that's Izzy. You know what I'm saying? He beat Izzy in kickboxing. He was 2-weight champion in glory kickboxing, running through guys, knocking dudes out there. I mean, Pereira, and then he running through shit in MMA. Pereira was a fucking stud. And if he can go up to heavyweight and beat old boy, which he does have the frame for, that'll be fucking GOAT shit, man. He'd be one of the greatest Brazilian fighters of all time. Uh-oh. This dog is trying to get me. French Bulldogs, man. You said, yeah, Conor, see, now we talking MMA. Yeah, Tom Aspinall. He seems to be good. I never heard of him until him beating oh boy. But he seems to be good and one of those heavyweights that can do everything. Yeah, Chandler is all blood and guts, man. Conor, think about it. Conor's been living really fucking good, bro. Chandler is still that blood and guts dude. Conor's been living like a 30-some-year-old family man, millions and millions of dollars, can go anywhere, do anything he wants. Come on, man. Conor's been far removed since the Floyd fight. Since that Floyd boxing match, Conor's been done, bro. Conor's been done. And that happens. This dude was on food stamps, bro. His chick was taking care of him while he was trying to do his fighting thing. He was a poor dude. He came from nothing, Conor McGregor, bro. He was on welfare and shit. I ain't mad at him, bro. You said he wasn't robbed? Yes, Pereira has like some crazy weight cutting ability, man, to where he could carry some weight. I think I'm like that too, kind of. One of those dudes with those frames like that can carry some weight and still, you know what I'm saying? I think I'm one of those type of guys too, honestly. But Pereira is definitely one of those dudes. You know what I'm saying? They could be like 200-some pounds and you wouldn't even really. Then how the fuck he's make 185? Yeah, so he's a freak, man. One of my favorite fights, and a really cool dude too, man. Yeah, UFC retirement. Conor wants to box. Conor's probably pissed that he's still in contract with the UFC because UFC won't let him do nothing. So Conor's probably pissed because he wants to box and do all this DAZN boxing stuff and, you know, get into some of these boxing fights. A lot of them MMA guys go start to transform to boxers, man. Sean O'Malley, all of them, bro. They all go transition to boxing at one point. They see what Ngannou's doing. The Saudis go make it happen. You know what I'm saying? But these dudes, them UFC contracts are vicious, man. So they got to wait till they shit done. GSP, he couldn't even do shit for years. That's why GSP wasn't fighting nowhere else. They won't let GSP box, was it De La Hoya? Why? Because he's still in contract with the UFC, even though he was retired from the UFC. So he couldn't go out and make no big money outside of that. Sucks for one of the greatest mixed martial arts fighters of all time, right? Boxing is better, man. I love MMA, though, but it has some catching up to do. I definitely believe the fighters should get paid more. Them dudes put in some serious work. Them MMA fighters. They put in some serious fucking work, bro. Serious work. They got to box. They got to learn how to kick. They got to learn how to defend kicks. They got to learn how to defend the takedowns. They got to learn how to defend the chokes. They got to learn how to choke. Fighting on the fence. Fighting off your back. Somebody's fighting on your back. Come on, man. Salute to the MMA fighters, bro. They get respect. They get respect over here, bro. Because them dudes are tough. You got to be tough for that. You said Sean O'Malley wants Haney and Tank. Those would be some fun fights. Sean O'Malley's a very fun fighter. He's very exciting. He's a very fun fighter. Those would be some big fights. Those would be some good boxing fights. They'll be fun. Those I don't expect him to beat Tank or Haney, but it'll be fun. It'll be definitely fun. I'll definitely tune into it. Sean O'Malley's he'll sell a shot of that shit. But they don't got nobody in the UFC right now for a guy like Sean. Like no rivals. They can't do nothing with Aljamain Sterling for real. As much as he tries, and I like Aljo, but I told him to be the bad guy, and he listened. But you know, he's just a nice guy. Who else? UFC just ain't got shit. They trying to recycle Dustin Poirier, who's probably on his last legs. Salute to the Diamond. He's on his last legs. Man, they ain't got shit, bro. They ain't got shit cracking. And to be honest with you, I think the UFC really thrives from diversity, having a diverse of fighters as champions. Leon Edwards, as good as he is, he's kind of boring. He's kind of boring, and he's gonna have to turn it up. And then he's starting to say things that fight fans, MMA fans in particular, don't want to hear. They don't want to hear no cowardly shit in no MMA, bro. They don't want to hear this boxing talk in MMA, bro. They don't want to hear that. You was talking like a coward when we talking about Bilal Muhammad, the Palestinian fighter who's tough as shit, who the only reason why you got out of that fight, and I'm a big Leon fan, by the way, but the only reason why that fight, because you poked him in the eye and it was just that bad to where the fight couldn't continue. And now the MMA fans believe you ducking him. Of course, now they're not going to get fully behind Muhammad, because he's a Palestinian guy. So the support for him to get that fight isn't what it should be, in my opinion. And I'm a Leon fan. But Leon he needs to turn it up. He needs to bring out that Jamaican, that he needs to bring that shit in the fights too. Don't be having no more boring fights. Get back to knocking people out and fighting. Because UFC needs it right now, bro. They need something that's going to move the needle. Izzy was moving the needle for years while John Jones was gone. Conor McGregor was gone. Israel Adesanya was holding the UFC on his shoulders. And now you could feel the void when he's gone, bro. You could feel that shit. You could feel it. Yeah, those days was the era, bro, G-Man. That was my era, bro. The Spider era, Rampage, Shogun, Rashad, Machida. That was the fucking era of MMA, bro. That was the prime era of MMA, and everybody knows it. That was the golden era of MMA, that era. When Silva was around, and GSP, and everybody, bro, it was dope. It was dope. They'll have their turn again, but right now, it's stale. But guess what? It was a diversity of fighters. Brazilians and black guys. People from all over the world. The sport does better when there's a diversity. Yeah, Leon, man, that Kobe fight was I don't know, bro. Kobe Covington, man, I don't know about that guy, man. He's trying. I don't take what he says seriously or nothing. I know what he's doing. It's not working, bro. Not even Americans are getting behind this dude like that. Not like that. Not like you would think. Not like it would have back in the day, in the dark era of MMA, before the UFC went really, really mainstream. Back when guys like Pete Sell and all them was around, and what's the name? The Secret Weapon, Pete Spratt. That was the name, Pete Spratt, and all those dudes, man. Yeah, back in those days. Nah, man. Maybe back then. Pre-Silver era when Rich Franklin, you know. You said Savcat? I missed this fight, bro. He choked out who he choked out? He choked out somebody. Yeah, that dad comment was way out of pocket. It was, ain't it? Yeah, I just thought about it. Yeah, it was. It was way out of pocket. He was just saying some shit from shock value. And I heard a lot of the American MMA fighters say some crazy shit, bro. I can't repeat right now. Like, crazy. Like, whoa, he said that? Like, you can't say that. Not today, you can't, bro. Yeah, Sean Strickland and them, they can't market those guys like that, man. Yep. He's trying to be like Chael Sonnen, but it's not working. Chael Sonnen was really good at it. Chael was just a tough wrestler. He couldn't really fight like that, but he was just a tough wrestler. But yeah, man. Yeah, I had to talk about a little bit of UFC real quick, man, to catch up on that. That's how I see MMA right now. I don't see it as I see them trying to figure it out. I seen they were struggling to figure out the UFC 300 or something like that. Kamaru Usman losing was pretty bad for them too. I don't think losing any of the African champions was bad for it. Was actually bad for the UFC. It feel like nobody's paying attention. You said Spence is still the man to defeat. I mean, I'm not taking the loss away from him, bro. He lost against Terence Bud Crawford. I'm not taking the loss away from the big fish. Yeah, UFC boring right now. It is, bro. It's boring. And Volk lost twice too. That's bad too. Because Volk was the man. Now him losing twice, and then what's that champion at lightweight that they're pushing? He's nobody. He's like another Khabib. Like, okay, Khabib kind of bamboozled by MMA fans with his bullshit. Like, Khabib wasn't really to me. Khabib didn't do as much as some of the other great fighters have done. He's like a new Khabib. You know, he beat Volk twice only because he's bigger, and Volk took it on short notice. Volk was the only guy they had left. Him losing twice. Max Holloway losing was bad for them. Max Holloway's a stud. Yeah, UFC struggling right now, bro. And then who's that welterweight? The what's this dude name? Chiniev. Yeah, I hate to like the guy. I like to hate the guy. That's what it would. I just don't. I just want to see him get his ass kicked. I don't know. It's just I don't hate him or nothing. I just like, dude, you barely beat Gilbert Burns, bro. You fought a lightweight Gilbert Burns. You was chinny as hell in the fight, and you running around like you a werewolf. Nah, man, I'm good. Put him in there with somebody. Just put him in there with Strickland. Fuck it. If Strickland could deal with the wrestling, I think Strickland could beat his ass. Give him a UFC middleweight title shot. But he's trying to fight Leon or some shit. I don't know, man. They definitely gotta stop being cheap, Mike Jones. Masvidal gone now. You know, his wave gone. You know, the Diaz brothers, we all know they passed their prime. They passed it. They just in there. Islam Makhachev, that's his name. Not a fan, bro. I'm sorry. What's great about him? What's great about Islam Makhachev? Hold up, man. For the guys who don't know what I'm talking about, because we talking UFC out of nowhere. Islam Makhachev, nah, man. Nah, UFC can't do nothing with him. And that's why they struggling. They can't do nothing with him. Certain people losing was bad for them, man. Certain people taking breaks and shit. Them losing Ngannou was bad. John Jones being out, definitely bad. This guy, man, like, no, bro. He's like another Khabib. Like, he's just gonna hold you and lay on you, lay and pray. No. And I respect the wrestlers. Let's not get it twisted. Wrestling is tough, and they some really, really tough dudes. But nah, man, I don't want to see you land on dudes. If you gonna be wrestling, I want to see you using your wrestling to get into a position to start pounding on them and beating their ass and shit. I don't want to see you just land on them and shit, just holding them and shit. Hold them up on the fence and shit. Like, nah, man, you better fight. But I guess, wait, did this happen already? Yeah, it did happen. So, yeah, Usman fought Chiniev. You know what I'm saying? Usman is getting old. He on his way out. Yeah, that was bad for the UFC, man. That era went back quick, man. Now you got a new crop of fighters you got to try to promote. You know, recycled fights. You know, a featherweight fighting a lightweight, a much, much smaller man. You know, so this is what they're doing in the UFC, man. They struggling. Let me see. Let me go to the UFC page real quick. Let's see. Let's see exactly what the fuck is going on. Dana, right away.
2 fight announcements for you. First, the co-main event in Miami, March 9th, UFC 299 will be number 3 ranked lightweight Dustin Poirier versus number 12 ranked.
Number 3 versus number 12. And he was promoting that shit like it was. And I like Dustin Diamond Poirier, but I think he's starting to, you know, he's on the back end. A lot of his fighters a lot of the top guys on the back end. The Diamond, he on the back end. What's the other dude name that's dope as hell with the cross-eyed? Damn, that's dope as fuck, man. I can't believe he fought Poirier a few times. I used to always pick him in the UFC game too, man. Can't believe I forgot his fucking name. But UFC ain't got shit going on, man. I can't believe I forgot his name. Dustin Poirier. He got the cross. He got like kind of like a cross-eye kind of. You know what I'm talking about, man. It's gonna piss me off. I can't believe I forgot his fucking name, bro. Jamal Hill. You said Jamal Hill? Jamal Hill, bro. With the he knocking out his siblings and shit, bro. Jamal Hill is over for him, bro. He punching his brother in the shit in the mouth and knocking out his tooth. Like, what's good with you, bro? He got the dad gut and shit. Like, he got like a beer belly and shit. Like, he be, you know, drinking the 40s and shit. Like, bro, he look crazy, but he be knocking motherfuckers out. He could fight for sure. But it seemed like he could be Justin Gaethje. God damn, I can't believe I got his name. Justin Gaethje. God. Badass dude, man. Yeah, Jamal Hill got the beer gut and shit, man, punching his brother. getting injured and shit. He could be good if he seemed like he ain't even taking that seriously by the way he looks and shit. But yeah, Justin Gaethje, man, he a badass motherfucker, man. Hill versus Pereira. Yeah, it should be interesting if Hill can get his shit together, man. Let me see if Jamal Hill got his social media. He probably got out of that situation with his brother, probably fixed his whole mouth up and shit, but let's see if I can find this dude. Because YSM met him in person at a UFC thing. And he said, dude look crazy. And you see, dude, you wouldn't even think he was a fighter, bro. You would think he was just a regular on the street, bro. He got the gut and everything. He had the beer belly and all that shit, bro. Like, yeah, I don't know his social media. Oh, Sweet Dreams. Yeah, there you go. Jamal Sweet Dreams Hill. Where he at? Yeah, he ain't been on here in a minute, I don't think. One of his late starters in the sport, man, and got natural ability. But if you see him, man, you wouldn't even think he was fighting for real. Like you think he's just a regular dude, like. But he can fucking fight though. You know what I'm saying? He can fucking fight. You gotta get his shit together, man. But yeah, man. Yeah, he from Grand Rapids. Yeah, he close by from where I'm from. Then he ain't too far from where I'm from. Yeah, he gotta get his shit together. Man. You can't be punching your peoples, man. Especially when you're a professional. You can't be punching your peoples, bro. You gotta do something different. You can't just be punching, like sweep them or do some crazy kung fu on them or something. Don't be punching them in the mouth. But yeah, man. Good stream, man. Good stream, man. Errol Spence, though. Yeah, he was out here. Finally get to see him. And unfortunately, when we see him, he's in a wheelchair, getting wheeled around. When we see him, he's in a wheelchair getting wheeled around. First video he posts is him in a wheelchair getting wheeled around. So yeah, I don't know what this means. You know, Spence is a very subliminal guy, it seems like. I'm not saying that's what it is. I'm just saying that's what it's looking like. It looks like he's very subliminal. Does this mean that the fight is postponed? Does this mean this is the reason why you lost because of the cataracts and you needed surgery? You know, there's a lot of fucking questions he just threw out there with this. But nonetheless, man, Errol Spence returns, and I'll bet with him with a fucking patch on his eye once again. Tell me what you guys think. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.